Year 3, welcome to your maths video for Thursday the 4th of March. This is your video if you've got a Year 2 booklet. Now we've skipped a few pages today, so we're going to be working on pages 70 and 71 and pages 72 and 73 because your task today is to complete the 2 pages, so the questions on page 71 and the questions on page 73. Okay, so make sure you've got your booklet and make sure you've got something to do your warm-up. Now, you need your dice again. So today, you'll need 2 dice. So have a little look around your house, maybe inside some board games or in your toy box to see if you can find 2 dice. Not to worry if you can't, because if you go onto Google and type in online dice, you can access dice on there and you can roll online. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll the 2 dice and you're going to add up the numbers. So here I've rolled a 4 and a 4. So on my whiteboard or maybe in your purple book you would write 4, add 4 equals. Okay, so we're doing 4, add another 4. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 add 4 is 8. Okay, so I'd write my answer and then I would roll again. So I would like to see 6 number sentences. That is your target today. Okay, so pause the video now to complete your warm-up. Okay, your learning objective today is, can I present and understand data shown on a table or tally chart? So we're doing some data handling today. Let's look at the tricky words in that. So it says, can I present? And present just means show. So can I show and understand data? Data is just a posh word for information. So if we've got data, it's information. So can I show and understand information shown on a table and tally chart, and we'll look at those later. So data or information is a collection of facts such as numbers, words and measurements. We can present our data in a number of ways, and 2 of those ways are in a table or a tally chart, and we're going to look at those in a moment. Okay, so a way to present data is in a table. Okay, so here's a table. It says method of travelling. So all different ways of travelling. We've got walking, car, bus, cycle, train, taxi. Number of children. Okay, so children, maybe in a class, would have been asked, how did you get to school today? And these are all the different ways. Walking, car, bus, cycle, train, taxi. And this is how many children. So that's showing data and information. Or the other way we're looking at presenting data is a tally chart. And we would have done these before in school. So here we've got insects. So it's an insect scavenger hunt. So we've got the ladybug and butterfly and mosquito. So the tallies show the total, so show the number. So we've got 6, 13, 4 and 10. So we're going to have a little look at how to create tally charts later too. Okay, so first of all we're going to look at the table. So the table will just show the number, or sometimes it's got images. So if you have a little look at your page, so on page 71, your table at the top on question 1 has got images, it's got pictures. So it can have pictures, or it can have numbers, or it could have words or measurements. So this one's got numbers. So we've got some questions here, and the answering these questions shows we understand the data or the information that's presented, that's shown on the table. So it says, which method of travelling is the most popular? So which one was used the most? So which method of travelling? So what's the biggest number there? Have a little look. Well done if you spotted that the biggest number is 9. Okay, I've got 8, 9, 4, 5, 1, 3. So if we go along, 9, oh, it's car. So which method of travelling is the most popular? And it was by car. So I just write car as my answer. And you might even want to put equals 9 because that's how many children travel to school in a car. Next one, how many children cycled and used the bus? Okay, so cycled and used the bus. I'm going to change my colour. Okay, so cycle, I can see is 5. So there's cycle is 5. I'm going to write that underneath. And the bus, so the bus I can see is 4. So 5 and 4. Now it's using the word and. So what is 5 and 4? Oh, that's the same as add, isn't it? So 5 add 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so how many children cycled and used the bus? It would be 9 in total. The last question, and I'd like you to shout the answer at me. It says, which method of travelling is the least popular? So which one is the least popular? So to find the least popular, you're going to have to find the smallest number. Shout it out. Well done. If you know that the least popular would be number 1 because it's the lowest number, which would, if we go along, would be the train. Okay, so for that answer, you would write the train. Okie dokie. So you've got a similar question to this. It says, Ben asked his friends what their favourite colour was. 6 said red, 3 said purple, and 5 said green. And it asks you to create a table, okay? So Ben asked his friends what their favourite colour was. So we're trying to find out favourite colours. 6 said red, 3 said purple, 5 said green. So here's the table. So we've got the colours, because that's what information, what data we are showing. We've got red, purple and green, because those are the colours in the information we've got, the data we've got. We've got the title in the table of colour, so the colours, and the title number of children. So 6 said red. So all I would do is I would write the number 6 in the table. 3 said purple. So we've wrote purple, and under number of children I'd write 3. And 5 said green. So green, I would write 5. So looking at your question, it says Martin asked his friends what their favourite sports were. Okay, so instead of colour, you'd have the title sports. So in yours, you'd write sports. Press it out, so you'd write sports. Now, he's asking his friends, so you'd still keep number of children, or you might want to put number of friends. It says 5 said swimming, so in one of your options it'd be swimming. 11 said football, so you'd put football. And 3 said dancing, so you'd put dancing. So swimming, football and dancing would be in your table, and then you'd have to write the correct numbers. I'm sure you'll be amazing at that. Okay, on to tally charts then. And these are on page 72 and 73. So on page 72, you've got a learning page as normal, and then you've got your questions on 73. So here we've got the insect scavenger hunt. We've got a tally chart. So when we're doing tally charts, we have tally marks, which are these here. So to show the number 1, we just do 1 straight line. To show the number 2, we do 2 straight lines. To show the number 3, we do 3 straight lines. Are you spotting the pattern? How many lines do we do for number 4? obvious, isn't it? It's 4. So for the number 4, we do 4 straight lines, which is really, really easy. When it gets to number 5, we group them together. So I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, and rather than doing another straight line for number 5, I put a line through them, and that shows 5. Okay, so it looks a little bit like a farmyard gate. And straight away, I don't need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know straight away by looking at that, that's 5. So it helps us to count more efficiently and more effectively and quicker. So if I was looking at Ladybug, I don't need to count those. I know straight away that that is 5. It's my little gate. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's 5. Next one will be 6. Again, if I go to ants, I've got 5, 10. Okay, there's 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, there I've got 4. And then I can just count them 5 because I've got 2, 5, 10. Make sense? Okay, let's practice then our tally marks. So I'm going to represent 11 in tally marks, and then I'd like you to represent these numbers on your whiteboard or in your purple book. So remember, I'm going to put it at the top. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is shown like that. It looks like a gate. So that equals 5. Okay, to show 11 then I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've done another 4. So for the 5th one, which would be number 10, I've put through the middle. So 5, 10. Now I want to make 11, so it'll be one more, 11. So 5, 10, 11. I'd like you to represent the numbers 23, 14 and 25 using the tally marks. So you can pause the video now to complete that task. Okay, you should have paused by now and you should have wrote the tally marks for those numbers. Let's go through the answers. So this is what yours should look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we should have 4 lots of 5, or 4 gates as we call them, our little farmyard gate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5, 10, 15, 20, and then 3 more to make 23. Okay, so let's do 14 there. So I know 5, 10. Well, the next one would be 15, so that would be too many. So I know I've got 2 lots of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm on 10. I need to get to 14. So 11, 12, 13, 14. 25 then is in our 5 times tables. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So how many lots of 5 should you have? I don't know if you said 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So you should have the same as me to represent each number. I'm sure you did amazing. If you're still struggling with those, have a little practice. So get your adult or your brother or sister or anyone in your house to give you a number, and then have a practice at representing it using tally marks. Okay, so here we've got a tally chart, and we said it's an insect scavenger hunt. Okay, so it says which insect was spotted the least amount of time. So there's a keyword, least. So least means the lowest, the smallest. So which one's got the smallest number? So if we look at the totals, we can see that we've got a 6, 13, 4 and 10. So which one's the smallest? Well done if you said 4. So we know that the butterfly was spotted the least amount of times. Okay, how many ants and ladybugs were seen? So I need to combine the ants and the ladybugs. So I've got 13 ants. Ladybugs is 6. So 13 and 6, or 13 add 6. So let's pop 13 in our heads, get our 6 fingers. 13, count with me, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So the answer would be 19. Okay, so you've got your 3 questions on page 71 and 3 questions on page 73. So if I just skip to question 2 on page 73, you've got to fill in the missing numbers. So there's some boxes for you to fill in there. So counting up the tallies, and I'm sure you will do great with this today. I think you'll do amazing. So remember, practice your tally marks and making sure you can represent numbers, and remember what 5 looks like. I'm sure you'll do amazing, and I will see you tomorrow.